Hi friends, welcome to our February Stencil Soul Sisters event. I am Sharon from Sharon Shed Signs and Designs. Come on in, say hi, let me know that you're here. I have missed talking to all you guys. Let me see if I can get us brought up on my page. There I am. Stencil Soul Sisters event. I got to turn it down. I forgot. I've been using my iPad to watch everybody else while I crafted. So, hope you guys are having a good day. It's cold here. I'm sure it is probably where you're at too for the most part. That wind is awful. And we got about an inch of snow, I guess. And supposed to get more, I think a little tonight, a little tomorrow, and a bunch on Sunday. So, yuck. Hey, Delane. Hey, Renee. How are you? And Brenda. Hey, Kim. How is everybody? Come on in. Hey, Brenda. I am happy to be here with you guys this afternoon. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Liz. Happy to see you guys. Hey, Jeanette. So, are you having fun? I've been crafting and watching everybody, and I have had a good time. It's too cold to do anything else. I got out and shoveled snow a little bit this morning because I'm the one that has to do it now. But anyway, it wasn't bad. It's a light snow, just so cold. So cold. Hey, Brenda. You're up in the 60s. Oh, Jeanette, I am jealous. Hey, Marilyn. Jim is home, and so far he's doing well. I wasn't happy with the hospital in Evansville. I didn't think they did any more than they did in our local hospital, and they did the same thing. As soon as he started feeling better, they sent him home. But he is supposed to go back in a couple weeks for a scan, and then in 4 to 6 weeks for a scope. They didn't want to do it before then, but at any rate, right now he's feeling good, and let's hope that by now he's had enough antibiotics that maybe it's kicking in and we're done with this. I hope so. Hey, you guys. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, I'm glad he's home too, especially with the weather we're having this week. It was 75 miles over to where the hospital where he was, and it wasn't bad, but it might have been this week. So glad he's home, and he's glad to be home. So hope you guys are all doing well. I was reading the messages that were flashing across the screen. As I told my husband yesterday, I cannot do 2 things at once anymore, so, you know. Anyway, I am going to paint this with Fusion Mineral Paint in Mist. I'm going to do a welcome sign using the custom Easter Customizable welcome sign from Essential Stencil, and also using the Harlequin pattern. So I have got links to Essential Stencil using my affiliate code in the description of the live. My code is SHARONSSHED, all one words. All one words, all one word. I really can't talk and paint at the same time today, you guys. So, anyway, if you're interested, it's all in the description of the live. And so, I went to church this morning. Jim didn't. We decided he probably should not. Well, he couldn't have got out because that ramp for the wheelchair out front is slick. And so I would have broke my neck getting him down it. So, but we had already decided he should probably not get out with all the sickness that's going on right now anyway. So, I'm not going to do my edges yet. It'll depend on whether I'm going to do it reversible or not. I'll paint them later. And I was going to do this part in white, and I decided last minute to use mist, so I may regret that. But it's only paint. It'll come off. It can be redone. I think my shirt's shedding or something. I'm getting these long wispy things in my paint. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I have been staying well, so that's good. Don't have time to be sick. But I have missed seeing you guys. I always miss it when I can't do my lives. I tried to do some quick reels when I'd get home of an evening, but too tired to do a live. There. Well, still got stuff in it. I need to just switch brushes probably. But anyway, it's painted. I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't need that color anymore. I'm going to stick that in the water and we'll dry this and we'll get going. I've got a couple other projects lined up, just depending on how long everything takes. I didn't want to run out of anything to do. So I am really glad to have all you guys this morning or afternoon. I'll tell you, you're having fun, Jeanette. I love watching everybody and seeing all the ideas. So thank you, Liz. It's good he's home. Hey, Ann. Hey, Jody. I am so happy to see y'all, I gotta tell you. Hey, Gloria. Yeah, me too. Thank you. You're always at work when I'm on. Well, I'm sorry. At least there's replay. That's a good thing, huh? And a replay counts the same as watching it live. For me, anyway. It may not be quite as fun for you, but it works if you just want to see what we did. Got to get this dry. I have loved all the projects so far. It has been fun. About got that. About got it. You're watching it snow again, Donna. Oh, it has been a long winter, hasn't it? I'll tell you. It is a great day for new tips and designs. Everybody's been giving some good tips. I don't know if I have any good tips, but you just came in from blowing snow. Well, I'm happy to see you too, girl. The snow is pretty light, but we had sleet and it's icy underneath it. The highway and the roads in town are not bad. I go to a little country church and those roads were a little treacherous. I'm gonna kind of do this on an angle, so I think I'll start out like here. This is just kind of this thing that's going on in my head, so I don't know how it's gonna work, honestly, but it's what I am gonna do. Maybe. I should. Yeah, I think this will be better. Okay, we'll go up there and then I'll add to the bottom. All right, I think I've got it figured out what I want to do. I'm going to get rid of the plate with a little bit of mist left on it because I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use some Little Star, and that's Fusion Mineral Paint. This is Ceramicoat Calypso Coral. And I've got paints of all kinds. I'm going to use Folk Art Matte. What's the name of it? Vintage Tea Rose. And I haven't used that one before, so it's not open. It's got plastic on it. Stab myself. I think I got it. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. There, I do. Well, sort of. Heck with it. I'll just open it this way. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Okay, so that's Vintage Tea Rose. And a little bit of Azure. Now Fusion Mineral Paint, and sounds like it's about empty. Okay. That should be good. So we need a brush for each color. A shop towel. And we'll get going. Let's see, I've got 4 colors, so start out with the little star. I'm working that up into the bristles of my brush and offloading well, because I want this to be kind of almost dry brushed, I think, is what I want. Okay, let's go. And I'm going to use a swirling method, sort of, kind of. I did not check, in all honesty, to see if this Harlequin pattern is available right now. It has been, I know that, recently, but whether it is or not now, I'm not sure. See. Not worried about real good coverage. Just kind of counting how many blank spaces I want, so I can fill in with the other colors. I think that's just tape, so that's not going to show up. I didn't count right there, but I don't care. They don't have to be in a specific order. Let's see. It's getting pretty faint. I better get a little more. Offload, offload, offload. think a little Calypso Coral. I'm concentrating on my colors and not talking. Sorry guys, I don't really care that much about what order my colors are in. So I should talk to you all. So coming up after me will be Shayna from Frame It and Contain It. And then lastly, Christy of Funky Junk Treasures. Wrapping up the day. And after I get my mess cleaned up, I'm gonna watch the rest, watch those two and just take it easy. I think we'll just have soup and sandwiches for supper. Jim's supposed to stay on a soft diet. Okay, now let's do a little of the Azure. And I need a new shop towel because I've been offloading like crazy. While I was watching the others, I was doing a bunny. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him back there or not. No, probably not. Tearing strips. Well, I did stripe, painted hand-drawn stripes on the one side. And I'm making him so he could be used anytime, not just Easter. And so then on the side I was working on today, I was using some rice paper that was a rose color and green, and I'm really liking it. I'm going to add some raised stencils to it. I got all this idea from Melissa last year. I loved hers, and I've just never got around to doing one for myself, but I decided I would. That, and I've taken up faux calligraphy, and I'm obsessed with that, so I've been working on that. Let's see. I haven't done the top ones. I think this is easy to lose track of where you're at. And I'm not trying to fill this in solid perfectly. I want it to be kind of rustic looking. Let's see. I like swirling, it's relaxing. But you could pounce this too if you preferred. Let's see. I see some I want to go back and do. another color on. That's my center, and I don't want to do it. I'm going to add my vintage tea. I thought I'm missing a color. It says vintage tea rose. Some of this I can't tell if it's, I think it's tape. Let's see. That's the bottom part. Let's see. I think I got it, but I'll pull it up and see. Yeah. All right, then. I'm going to line up. Right there. And it would be a good idea if I take this. I'm kind of doing this in Easter egg colors, I think. Was my idea. Let's see. Do. Okay. A little azure. Okay, a little star, little star. Calypso coral. That's the top. I've already got the bottom there. Okay, so there's the top, and I gotta finish up my bottom. I should do. Okay. little tea rose. Just about to get all these little things filled in. Okay. Just a few places here. Let's see. I think that's that. All right. I'm gonna lay that aside. Take off this tape. I'll be a little bit frugal. I'll reuse, well, no, maybe I won't. Oh dear, no, forget it. I should use the sensitive surface. It's just harder to get to. I've got all kinds of paint piled in front of it. Just a small piece here. And the bigger piece down here. All right. I'll lay these colors aside because I am going to want to use them again in a minute. I'm going to use Vintage White Folk Art. I don't have that one open either. Or that one. I've got a bunch of these sitting here. This one's been open. You guys, if I miss your questions, I'll answer them later. Hey, Diane, how are you? Hey, Patsy, well, I'm glad you like it. I hope it turns out cute. I've got it, you know, just is in my head. It really wasn't, especially even what I intended to do when I planned it. It just kind of evolved, so sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not so good. try this in a sec. I think I've got it all covered. All right, let's try this. I love the Harlequin pattern. I like the Argyle pattern even better, but I know that's not available anymore, so leastways it wasn't last I looked. I don't know where I'm getting all this stuff from that's in my paint. I think it's this top. It's got some fine threads on it that it kind of sheds. Doesn't look like it would have, but it does. Okay, now, I'll give it just a light sand. Some noisy sandpaper. Colors are a little darker than I want them to be. All right, let's wipe this off. Get the dust off of it. All right. Down here. I'm going to use the Easter egg for my O. This is a 16-inch round, by the way, and it's from Walmart. Let's see. My plan is to do the welcome in azure. That was my original plan, and I think I'll stick to it. How am I doing for time? Let's see. I'm okay. I think I've definitely got to see if I've got another bottle of azure over there, because it's getting a little thick. If not, I need to order some because it's one of my favorite fusion mineral colors. Let's see, where's my bottle? Can I get some more out of it? There it is, it fell over back there. Yeah, that'll be enough. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. As I said, can't do two things at once. Anyhow, I think I can fix it. Let's see. If I take a wet wipe, if it's not all the way dry, I'll be okay. I'm gonna dry it and put some white over it. Let's see what we got here. I could have left it, it was fine, but I wanted an Easter egg. Okay, it's dry enough, I think. Probably gonna take a couple coats of the vintage white to cover it. I'm gonna change brushes and see if I maybe don't have so many threads in it. Only paint. Like that, I'll give it a second coat and then we can fix it. Like that. almost dry. Okay, that'll do that. Dry it. I'll do the egg. Righty. I had a choice of an egg, a lily, and a bunny. I think is the choices in this pack. I will show you. Let me get to it. Yeah, there's a little bunny and a lily. And then, of course, the Easter egg. And I'm going to use dome brushes. All right. Okay. Right, and some coral. Tea rose. And lastly, what's my lastly one? I'll go back to the azure on the bottom. All right. There's my egg. I'm going to take some Ghost Dark Wax. Actually, I think that egg needs a border. I'm going to take a fine, do I want a fine brush or do I want? Yeah, I think I'll use a fine brush, a detail brush. And get it a little bit damp and add some azure. And my tip for doing this is to look where you're going, not where you've been. Well, that paint is almost too thick. I should have used a different color, probably. Okay. I'm gonna use some Kills Dark Wax. And I've got a stencil brush I use for that. How am I doing? Ooh. I'm fine for this project, but add some around the sides, the edges. All the way around. I am going to try, I'm planning on going live on my normal days at Tuesday and Thursday this week. I'm not gonna make any promises. It doesn't do any good to do it, but if Jim's well, I will be doing that, get back to normal. Next Saturday is my day on Stencil of the Month Club. All right, then I want clean shop towel, wipe it off better. And just a little. There's my brush. Oh, here it is. Just dull it down a little with some Kills Dark Wax. Okay, you guys, here is my welcome sign. If I can get it where I'm holding it straight. There you go. That egg looks a little wonky. I think I'll take a black Posca pen and do it instead. Try that. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, I like that better. There you go. How much time have I got left? 9 minutes. I could probably do my second sign in 9 minutes. Not the big one that I had planned, but a little one. Let's see, get it all dug out. I am going to use cathedral taupe on this 6x8 wood canvas from Walmart, of course. I only say of course because that's all I got close to me. Let's see. May have too much on here. Just might. Some of that. Because I'll never get it dry. This is Fusion Mineral Paint, Cathedral Taupe. Okay, let me see if I got time to get that dry. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm going to use this rub-on from the, I forget the name of those. Let's see. If I can get to it. It is from the He Is Risen set of rub-on transfers. I should have known that. Hopefully I can get it dry. Thanks, you guys, for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. I think that's dry. All right. He is risen. Or put this right here. Heat it up just a wee bit. And get my Cricut embossing tool. All over at once, and then I start at a corner and work my way down. tape. Oh, well, doesn't even want to come off of there with a piece of tape. Come on. There. Okay. Go. I think that cross is so pretty. And at the top, I'm going to use the 1-inch faith words. And I could use, yeah, I've got brown here. I think I'll use some truffle, which is a Waverly chalk paint. My words on. Do I have time to put my word on? Yeah, barely. But it won't take me long to stencil that on. Just gonna hold it, so. All right, and I got 1 minute. I'm gonna put my dark wax around it. All right, here we go. I love that. I think that's cute. I hope you like it too. Thanks you guys for joining me. Shayna's up next with Frame It and Contain It. You can get it either on her page, thank you, or on in the group Stencil Soul Sisters. So hope you'll join her. And then, no, Christy's next. I'm sorry. And then Shayna's like, no, they changed. Okay, Shayna's next, and then Christy. I'll get it figured out in a minute. You guys have a great rest of your days. See y'all later. Bye-bye.